Can y'all see Curtis here? I jankily placed him on my candle cart and wheeled it over here because I need to get him a different stand. I need like a tall stand so he could be behind me, but I knew y'all wanted to see Curtis and he's just so beautiful. Hey, hi, hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess, and today I want to talk about the goals that I have for my channel going into 2021. I just walked to get this delicious coffee milkshake. So good. You can't have coffee. You can't have coffee. Okay, hush. So I have very general goals. I'm not doing anything specific. I'm not like making a list of books that I have to read or series I have to finish. I have done that this year and it has been very stressful, very restrictive, and I don't want to do that again. I am 1000% a mood reader. So setting up myself, even if it's like 5 books I want to get to in the entire year, it might not happen. So I'm not going to do that. I just have some general goals, things I would like to incorporate into my channel, things about my reading. So I'm just going to go over those really quick. I need to batch film and edit because I am a mess and I usually am filming videos as I go. Today, actually, as I'm filming this, I'm trying to film 3 videos, so we'll see how it goes. But literally, I get so tired after filming 1 video, which is so sad. But I definitely need to start batch filming, so then if there's a day that comes up, the weather's really bad, so there's not good lighting, or I don't feel like it, I at least have a video I can pluck out of my reserves and just edit it and have it for, that week. I feel like I need a planner to write things down because I'm trying to keep up in my notes app and it's just not working. So that's definitely my #1 goal, to get more organized. So I'd like to start going live. It makes me nervous. At first I was like, I don't think anyone would show up. Now I feel like there would be people who would participate. The trickiest thing is going to be figuring out the time schedule since I'm in a different time zone than the majority of people who follow me, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I definitely would like to maybe once or twice a month. It definitely couldn't be weekly. I just could not, but I definitely want to incorporate that because I love talking to y'all in the comments, but I would love to have like a live interaction. So I definitely want to do that, especially going into the new year. I want to start doing more book reviews. Obviously, I'm going to keep up with tea because the bookish community is not calming down anytime soon, but I do want to do more book reviews and I'm not great at them, but if I don't practice, I'm not going to get any better. It's not like I want to review every book that I read, just ones that I either had a very negative reaction to or that I really enjoyed, or sometimes maybe if it's just a really popular one and I happen to read it, give my opinion on it. I definitely want to do more book reviews. Going into the new year, I want to continue to diversify my reading. I have done better this year than previous years, but I can do way better. And I obviously mean reading more books by Black authors, Asian authors, Latinx authors, so books from different people of color, but also by queer authors and stories. I want to also get back into a young adult and middle grade because I recently read some in both age category that I have actually been enjoying. And I think that I got caught up in the very similar white young adult stories that I was like tired of seeing, and kind of erasing that whole age category as a whole based on some negative experiences. But there have been so many incredibly diverse books released in the young adult category and middle grade recently that I'm like, I can't just ignore those completely. So I definitely want to read more of those age groups, predominantly in fantasy. I still don't have that huge an interest in contemporary, but I did just read a young adult contemporary that was really great. So I just want to open myself up to more age ranges and different authors. And obviously adult fantasy is my primary favorite, but that doesn't mean that I can't read other things and find new authors who also write adult fantasy. And I just have to be more intentional about it instead of just going with what's popular or what I see all the time. So I have already started looking for books, especially in adult fantasy, that are coming out next year by Black authors, by other POC. So definitely want to get better next year. I'm definitely not perfect. I'm not going to set a number on it. I'm not going to be like, I need to read this many diverse books a month. I just want to know, like, make sure when I'm looking at titles that I'm thinking about it and being conscious about my decision to not just read white authors. Nigel got snip today, so that's why he has on his cone and he's very sleepy. But I wanted to add in that I was watching Mara's live from Books Like Whoa, and when she was talking about how to include reading more diversely and is to keep track of what you're reading so you can look and see if you're reading enough diverse books. So I think I do want to do that. I don't want to set a number, but I do want to keep track of what I'm reading so that I can look at 1 month and say, oh, maybe I only read 2. Next month I can do better. So I did want to add that in. Okay. Also, as much as I want to find new authors to read from, I also want to work on the books that I own. My physical TBR is definitely down. I haven't counted it recently, but I did unhaul some books back in the summer. I have a few that are on my cart right now that I want to get rid of, but I definitely still have some books that I own that I have not read yet, like The Eye of the World. I want to at least give The Wheel of Time a chance. I still need to read Oathbringer. I have The Starless Sea, and what else? Red Sister, obviously The Dragon Republic. I'm waiting on The Burning God, more of Michael J. Sullivan's books. So I have plenty of books still that I own that I need to read. So I also want to do that. I want to keep trying to have a good balance between backlist and new releases. I actually would like my percentage to be more backlist than new releases. And that's usually how it is. So I want to work on getting my physical TBR down. I don't have a number anymore. I just know that it was over 100. I would like it to be under that, and I think it is right now. So I probably should count, but I definitely can't fit any more shelves in here, but I do want to get shelves to put downstairs. So as I expand, I'll have to expand downstairs into my living room. I also want to add in more reading vlogs. I had a lot of fun doing the Addie LaRue one. I am not great at them, and I don't know how people do them for like long periods of time, of like a 2-week period, because after like a couple of days, I'll just forget to film and then I won't have clips. So maybe like weekend reading vlogs or that cover a couple of days, that would be more my speed. But those are fun because I just like to include pieces of my life, not like it's exciting, but I really love skincare, and that allows me to like share skincare and share baking, which I want to keep doing. So I want to incorporate more vlogs, definitely not something every week, but you know, just occasionally. And even though my desserts and discussion video didn't do as well as I would like, the people who did watch it did enjoy it, and so I really enjoyed filming it because I enjoy baking. So I definitely want to do that too. And all of these things are like, I'm never going to have a set schedule, like every third Thursday of the month is my baking video or something. They're just what I want to incorporate more because I've gotten caught up in the tea recently because there's been so much. But I don't just want to be your bookish drama channel, which I don't mind being. I also like other things. I don't like that that like theory or that you have to like pick one thing. And obviously this is still like mostly bookish, but I like a lot of things. I'm not gonna lie, I love watching drama unfold just as long as it doesn't include me. But I also love to read, I love to bake, I love skincare, I love learning about it and buying it and putting it on. So just want to include little parts of my life in here, but it's still primarily a booktube channel. My last thing that I would like to do going into 2021 is to collaborate with other booktubers. So I have already reached out to one, and we are going to collaborate on, I think, like a live stream in January, February. Super excited. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but once we have the details nailed down and a date, definitely will let you know. But that's just exciting because I think one of my favorite things about growing has been getting to talk to other booktubers that I've watched, and I love their content. So I feel really lucky that they have noticed me or like watched my videos. So I definitely would like to collaborate with other booktubers on different video ideas or live streams, just conversations, because that's the best part about this bookish community as a whole is people. Is meeting people. I've made friends that I will have for a lifetime just from Bookstagram, and I'm working on building those relationships now on BookTube, because I don't care what anyone says, internet friends are real friends. So those are just some of the things. I'm sure I'll come up with something for myself in the middle of the year, like, oh, this is my new goal. But those are just some general things that I want to work on. Again, I'm not doing a 21 book sheet I need to read in 2021 or these series I need to finish. Yeah, I learned my lesson this year, and I just don't want to do that. I want to give myself the space to read what I want, but still have some general parameters on what I would like to do. And I think I'll keep up like my book buying philosophy, that I read majority of the books from the library. If I love them and will reread them, then I will purchase them. So I'm going to keep that going, working on the books that I already own, and continue to make content for you all. And I hope we keep growing. I don't have like a number in mind that I would like to reach as far as subscribers. Like, I do in my head, but I don't want to say it out loud. And so I'm just grateful that I've gotten here this quickly. I did not think so. My end of the year goal was 2,500 after when I got to like 1,800, I think I was like, okay, maybe I can get to 2,500. And that was back in like October. And so I have blown past that, and I did not expect it at all. So I just want to keep growing. I want to be able to, stay well and healthy enough that I can continue to make videos consistently, so that I can, continue to put out content, because it is work, but it is fun, and I really enjoy this. And especially once the video is out and I get to hear y'all's reactions and read your comments, it's really awesome, and it's really helped me during this whole pandemic, with predominantly being inside the house for the entire year. So BookTube, the bookish community, has definitely helped. So I'm so grateful for all of you. But thank you for watching this video. I hope you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and comment down below if you have any bookish goals for the new year, whether you are a booktuber or you do Bookstagram or anything. Let me know any of your bookish goals going forward, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.